Ayo, I'm Stony, and this is Rathnir. It is a very special Minecraft world where players build up cities, form nations, create religions, trade with each other, create maps, flags, and art, and most importantly, make stories together. That's because this is a world-building Minecraft server, the first world-building Minecraft server of its kind. So you get on and you're expected to be creative with what your character is and what you build. Like, look at the city of Tlahatl, or the archaeological magical sword of Leith, or the ancient city of Lilianen, which got sunk beneath the ocean in a ritual sacrifice. Rathnir truly is a magical place, and this video is going to show you how to join and establish yourself so you can have some of that gaming magic for yourself. But before that, I want to shout out Bisect Hosting, which is supporting Rathnir's smooth running with over 100 players at once. Use code STONEWORKS to get 25% off a first month of any of their servers. They run great and are easy to set up. Link in the description. Thank you guys. To join Rathnir, you need to have Minecraft Java Edition 1.16.5 on your computer. That's what it is right now. The IP is stoneworks.mcserve.fun, but that also might change in the future, so if it doesn't work, look down in the description or comments. Log in and you'll be in the spawn hub. You can take some time to explore this because there's a bunch of cool Easter eggs and hidden things around the maps put by the players who built it, but to get to the world of Rathnir, you'll have to leave this place. Do/Rathnir or go through this water portal that's at the end of the admin shop to go there. Both of these will teleport you to a random location in the world. So now you're in the world of Rathnir. It is 15,000 blocks by 15,000 blocks large, and there's several thousand players. If you want to engage with the community and really get into the world building, you'll have to join the Discord because that's where all the discussions, announcements, and maps are. Or if you want to know some in-game information or lore, definitely check out the wiki. So you're in Rathnir, you need to get established. You'll need a bed, because this allows you to do /home and spawn back to it. Rathnir is filled with towns, cities, countries, guilds, nomads, and bandits, so there's a lot of ways that you can go about doing this. You could create a hidden base, roam around and kill players for their items, join a pre-existing town, settle your own, or whatever you find works for you. These are your basic rules, cut and dry, play nice. But I just want to say we will patrol people's Discords that are advertised on our own, so be careful with your edgy memes. Screw the toxic-ass groups out there. Second, you can't roleplay things like fascism or genocidal regimes. That's not in the spirit of the server. Okay, let's talk about town claims. These are areas where only trusted players can build, break, and interact. Towns, lands, and town claims are all the same thing. If you're in somebody else's town claim, you as an outsider will not be able to open their doors or loot their chests. This shows why joining or making a town is a good idea. If you want to join a town, the mayor will have to invite you. When you're trusted in their land claim, you'll be able to build, break, open chests, doors, use buttons, levers, etc., while outsiders cannot do these things, unless the mayor allows them to. Oftentimes, mayors will set you up with a plot to build in and some starting materials, plus you'll get to meet some friendly people early on, so it's pretty nice to join an already established town and just get to know people with a little social network. But whatever you're doing, players and mayors, they both need money so that they can engage with trade and town building. To get money on the server, all you have to do is mine iron and gold, go to the admin shop at spawn and sell it there. An iron ingot gives you $50 and a gold ingot gives you $200. With this, you can use the command /pay to pay other players for goods, and you can set up a town. To check out how much money you have, do /balance. The most important commodities on the server that I see people trading for all the time are building materials, war materials, netherite, or enchanting books like mending. So there is an extremely active economy on this server. It's actually insane how well set up it is. Thank you, Envis, for doing that. Now here's some miscellaneous commands and mechanics that'll help your roleplay and understanding with the server. First, do the command /L to talk in local chat and /G to talk in global chat. Also, do the command /EP settings to get a title like builder, bartender, mage, or a custom one if you donate. There's also a huge brewing industry where players keep recipe books and teach each other how to brew different alcohols. Try visiting one of the many bars like Carpicious's Grizzly Bear or HimOS 401's Pog Bar. If you see this music disc, Pig Step, it is worth a lot of money. There is also no end dimension and no ender chests, and elytra are extremely rare and valuable. We've found that the towny system works better without these mechanics. Also, it takes 8 netherite to make a chest plate. You can't just upgrade diamond to netherite. Oftentimes, water flowing and redstone just completely shut down because of server lag, and most mobs don't really spawn much, so you'll have to buy their products on the spawn shop. Outside of the game, like I said earlier, we keep a wiki for the world of Rathnir. This is where players write their own character lore, the history of their nations, their religions, theology, and rituals, and more. If you want to make Minecraft history, you need to write down your stuff on the wiki in order to preserve it, or it'll probably be lost to the sands of time. Just like Gungum in Plagos, which was covered by sand. Okay, I'll assume now that you've been playing for a bit, you're a little bit established, or you just want to skip straight to the step where you set up your own town. Doing this is simple, but how and where you do it will greatly influence your time on the server. To settle a town, go out and find a place in the wilderness, and do the command /to create, and then the name of your town exactly as you want to see it. This will cost you $5,000, so 25 gold ingots, and you'll end up with a single claimed chunk of land where you were standing when you did the command. To set your town spawn, do the command /to set spawn, and where you're standing will be the spawn point if you teleport into your town. This will usually cost you $1,000 to teleport though. To claim more land outside of your spawn chunk, first deposit money into your town's bank by doing /to deposit and then the amount of money that you want to deposit. Then go to adjacent chunks and do /to claim. This will cost $200 per chunk of land. The amount of land you can claim is based on how many players you have. Each additional player in your town allows for 24 more chunk claims. But don't get too hasty, because every 24 hours the server charges town upkeep that is $20 times the number of claimed chunks that you have. Mayors can raise the money for town upkeep themselves or by charging taxes on their citizens, usually by a percentage of how much money the citizens have total. As a mayor, do the command /to menu to change your land claim settings, like who can access what sort of things, do mobs spawn, stuff like that. So that is how you start a town for yourself. However, oftentimes the wider world can get in the way of all this. Look at this map of the world Rathnir. All of the land is claimed by one nation or another. Nation claims are really not part of the mechanics of the server, but are projected and informal. This means that players are going to want to defend their own claims for their territorial integrity to stay intact. So you should be aware of where you are and who's around you when you want to claim a town. If you settle in a nation's lands, most of the time it seems they'll be chill and just ask you to become part of their nation, which could involve adopting their flags, religion, swearing loyalty to a leader, among a bunch of things. Or they'll allow you to form your own city-state within their territory, the best case scenario, but this doesn't happen very often. Or the nation you settle in may just want to boot you out violently, like how Coffee Cubus of Arlunor stirred up 3 so-called barbarian rallies to evict new settlers off their territory. So try to find where you are on the map of Rathnir in the Discord, and maybe look through the wiki to see if they have a history of violently booting out settlers. So you have your town established, you're all chill, nobody's gonna come and beat you up for it. At this point, you can go in many directions, either as a bandit who kills people, a religious leader who spreads their images and beliefs, a guild leader who expands their business. I will eventually go into how all of these work, but for now, let's go about making a nation. Creating your own nation as you start out is a frustrating uphill battle. I won't lie to you, you are competing with players that are more familiar with each other and the politics. Unless you're starting out with a group, or you have the PvP chops to back your claims up, it may be worth joining someone else first. Okay. Nations, like I said, are informal. There are mechanics surrounding nations in-game, but I don't think they're as important as just nations as a conceptual entity that players agree exists. If you own a nation, it's important that you get it on the Rathnir world map for legitimacy. Otherwise, people won't know about your claim, and your nation really won't be influential at all. The map is made by players for players, so to get your nation on the map, you'll want to draw out the borders and send it in the specific Discord server. It's called the Cartographers Guild in the Claim Updates channel. I'll put that in the description in the comments too. I know this is a lot of information just to start on a Minecraft server, but in-game it happens in the process of days to weeks, so it's fine, I totally promise. Now, how you build your nation is up to you. Since they're conceptual, they come in many different forms with many different kinds of centralization, unity, confederacy, all that kind of stuff. Many are simply led by the mayor of its capital city, but there are plenty of republics, democracies, oligarchies, and anarchies to model your nation after, even some communist states. Whatever you do though, your nation should have its own flag, wiki page, and Discord, so you can easily brand yourself and communicate. And also, if you want to encourage new players to join your nation, then write a small advertisement and the link to your nation's Discord and put it in the nation's adverts channel on the Stoneworks MC Discord. Without doing these things, it may be difficult for you to find legitimacy with your nation and to expand it with new players. Just keep it short, nobody reads walls of text. Now, if you've watched any of my Minecraft videos, you'll know that the nations are pretty much characters unto themselves. Yimu Audal / Theos Asukdal just will never die, ever, it's permanent. Osharia was basically led by a divine dictator, and it was all just poofed away one day. Ulderash keeps getting wrecked and then willing itself back into existence out of pure spite. And Bardonia just loves war, cause every 2 months Chancellor Unicorn Boy comes back and riles everybody up. Legit, it's crazy how much personality Minecraft world building can have. So this is how you join Rathnir, start a town, and create your very own nation. These are the things that you need to get involved with Minecraft world building and history. If you want to see a good example of all this coming together well, look at the pretty inactive nation of Sironia. It was many players who built up its capital Azithvir with unique architecture. They created a religion with complex rituals, beliefs, and a main temple. Their culture has lore behind it. Its wiki page is world building of an ancient history. And participating in some of the big Rathnir wars, I'd say it's one of the many civilizations here that demonstrates what this server is all about. Come and see for yourself. Remember to check out the servers from Bisect Hosting, and expect more from me later, Stony the Monkey Boy. Peace out.